Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
You are now tuned in to the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yo, this is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now, coming to you live and direct with episode number 362 of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast. The DMST Podcast is back. Thank you to everybody tuning in on the Dual Podcast, Facebook, and YouTube, and everybody tuning in throughout the week. Apple Podcast, Stitcher, the TuneIn Radio app, No Wooshka. Anywhere, wherever, however you get your podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in on this Victory Sunday.
Absolutely.
Playboy, how you feeling this week?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excellent. Playboy the DJ, Playboy D-A-DJ. Another show, another week, man. Let's get it.
All right,
Ready.
Dev, how you feeling?
That was just, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go.
You know it would have been dope if you just been speaking in dog language the whole show.
The whole time.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you can
You know what I'm
translate and
saying?
understand.
I didn't even realize until I was on the way down here that I think they said they won 3 in a row, and that Seattle game. It feel like it was just a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, they won 3 in a row. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
It's a
they
good feeling.
beat the Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals, Ravens,
good
Steelers.
feeling.
Yeah.
Good feeling, man. I forgot that you have good
Man.
feeling, man. Good times to be 7-3.
That was it was the AFC
AFC
North,
North,
man.
yeah.
And we finally fully entrenched to being an AFC North team. So
Yep.
you know, the Steelers and Ravens that had played 13-10 games a
Right.
million times, man. So feel good to be coming on the other end of these.
All right, Playboy, how was your week?
Week was cool. You know what? Everything good, man. There's a lot going on in the world, you know. But my week was great, man. Just back and forth, just trying to make shit happen one day at a time, man. So week was cool.
All right, Dev, how was your week?
Man, my week was all right. You know, cool. I mean, cool week. Nothing too crazy. Nothing. Just work, getting ready for the holidays, man. Knocking on wood, just trying to get this health stuff all under control. Been feeling a lot better than I felt in a long time. So
That's good.
it just feels good to be able to pinpoint what it is, and then get stuff to help treat it.
Yep.
And feel better. You know what I'm saying? Because part of it is like when you're not feeling right, it's like, all right, what is it? And then, you start getting on WebMD. You be like, now,
And you start, that's the
I got
worst thing.
22 hours to live. Like you
Yeah.
start
bro.
tripping.
That's the worst thing in the world.
I had to stop. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, you start diagnosing
I had
yourself.
to actively, excuse me, stop looking
See,
online.
he about to go
See,
now.
they got 42 more minutes.
It's the last episode.
41.5.
Yeah.
I had to actively stop
Yeah.
looking online and Googling shit because it will have you looking like I'm up next.
Yeah, I'm nigga.
I'm on deck. We on deck,
Yeah,
Paul.
yeah.
This one's dedicated to my homie.
Right, real talk. I had to stop. So I said, you know what? Let me just go, do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Go to a doctor,
Doctor,
see what's going on.
yeah.
Let them assess you.
Yeah.
Tell you what you need to do and do it.
Yeah, they hit me with the prednisone and boom.
Yeah, steroids.
All
Yeah.
that stuff I've been taking and this and that and juice this and supplement that, boom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Swelling this, aching that, pain here, tweak, none of it. Boom. Gone. I'm like, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, because you be scared, man. You be scared. It could be
yeah.
this. It could be diabetes. It could be you don't know what it could be. You know what I'm saying? And they pinpoint exactly what it is, and while it's not great news, you know what the news is, and you know that they can treat it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that, and like feeling the best I done felt, and then it's like that. You know, I would always sleep with my feet elevated, and I would watch TV with my feet and legs elevated because I was always experiencing some sort of pain or swelling. And so I was talking to Lee the other day, and for the first time in a long time, I can watch TV with my feet on the ground and not be worried about oh man, I didn't have my feet down. Like coming to the pod and doing the pod for 2 hours with my feet down. Mm-hmm. With all the pain and the swelling that used to be surrounding the joints, I get up and I'm like, and it was just always that fear. But I finally got to the point okay, all right, I can watch TV like normal, hop up, walk to the bathroom. I know that sounds crazy.
I
but
understand.
any movement to go anywhere felt like it was going to be a task. So, but yeah, so with that and just trying to make it through the Thanksgiving and you know how work sometimes, we say life be life and work be working.
Yeah.
People's kids having to deal with the new age. It's the new age parents. I think kids are always gonna be kids, but the new age parents something else, man.
You know, it was a video that came out that I saw yesterday went viral. I actually saved
The
dance teacher talking about, and they was only 5-year-olds. Yeah, talking about. She really wasn't really talking about the kids. I figured. To me, I feel almost like she was almost approaching it the way you are. Kids is gonna be kids. It's the parents, man.
I love Mackenzie, amazing kid. She got honor roll this week, amazing kid. But if we allowed her, she would eat cereal and candy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're kids. What do you expect them to have this? I don't know, mature outlook on life.
Right.
It's on you to shape and mold your kids and give them the tools to function through life. And you have to make them understand why vegetables are important. Well, let's drink water more than pop. It's up to you.
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right about that. I was thinking about something since we talking about this real quick. Mm-hmm. Just real quick. Mm-hmm. Leighton has been reverted back to having some. I didn't get a chance to tell you, but he's been having some issues at school.
I know we had talked about it a couple of weeks back.
Yeah,
yeah.
So it got to the point where, they basically called an emergency meeting. Like, you got to come to the school. Mm-hmm. His shit going, this and this and that. And I'm just like, what's going on? Mm. But you just said something real funny and real key. You said, talking about vegetables, right? Mm-hmm. It's something as simple, that simple. You have to lead by example. Yeah. And I realized that because of the nature of my personal situations, that maybe I haven't been doing my best job lately as far as with my son. Mm-hmm. Not saying I ain't been.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Maybe I haven't been doing things the correct way.
If it's a 12-pack of Pepsi in the refrigerator at all times, I can't convince you to drink water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying.
Huh?
I got to lead by example. Yeah. So I'm effective immediately trying to do things in a different way as far as when it comes to him, because he's been fine over the last year. They couldn't wait for him to come back to school, but now they just come get him, like he acting up. So just some tweaking, man. So but I get you on that though.
Yeah.
And I guess that's always going to be constant too. You got good stretches, bad stretches, good years, bad years, and stuff like that, man. And it's like you said, Def, it's they kids, man. They just. It ain't gonna be perfect, they ain't gonna have an adult outlook on everything. We got to say everything.
On nothing. They have an adult outlook on nothing.
Got to say everything 55 million times and stuff like that. It's just,
How was your week, man?
It's all been it's been pretty cool, man. The in-laws ran over the weekend because Samir we did his birthday party on Friday because his birthday was last week. So did his birthday party on Friday. So the in-laws were in town over the weekend, and like you said, it's like Dev. It's the holidays coming up, so people will be in transit and traveling and stuff like that out. Relaxing, some time off work. I'm looking forward to this week, just a couple of days off work and things like that. I'm really looking forward to the short work week. So I'm done Wednesday. Well, we got a half day on Wednesday, but I ain't gonna say I ain't doing no work on Wednesday because that would be improper. to say I'm not doing any work on Wednesday. So it'd be a very busy morning on Wednesday.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I don't know. I mean,
Even though Wednesday's not here yet, you just
I'm already I'm already dreading Wednesday.
you're already dreading it. I feel you.
But yeah, that's it. Short work week, man. I'm ready to have a few days off and just relax, man.
I started. No, go ahead.
No,
Kev.
no, go ahead.
I started to take the week off because, as y'all both know, tomorrow is my birthday. So,
Happy B-Day to
Yes,
you.
sir. Brr, 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 brr.
43 years old tomorrow,
Yes,
man.
sir.
But I am out Wednesday at 4 o'clock. It's an early day. So I'm done with that shit.
Okay.
Done with that.
What you doing,
4
half
o'clock.
a day? Or
Yep.
Okay.
4 o'clock.
Yeah. I am going to the
Oh,
Cavs
y'all-
game on Wednesday.
Oh, you are. Are y'all closed on Thanksgiving? Your job.
You? Or me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Some of these jobs be doing people dirty. Man.
Yeah, you got to still
I
come
wish
in.
they would. That's the day I get fired.
I mean, for me, I always said, I know I ain't a big holiday person, but for me, you can work me on a holiday as long as I can get off at a decent time to go get some food. I don't really care as much, you know.
So I am currently, real quick, just to mention the jobs, just to put it out there. I am actually up for the entire plant manager position.
Okay.
So,
Can I get a loan?
Yeah, for real. Let me get $5.
Yeah.
second shift was, was cool doing what I do, but they actually came to me this past Thursday and told me to apply, for the entire plant.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So we about to see. So I just throw that in there, man. I'm trying to get these blessings, man.
Yeah. Blessings on blessings
I need
on
it. I
blessings.
need them.
It's all about putting positive thoughts out there, having positive outlooks. I'm not saying that's the end all be all, but it's just it's a change in mindset of just being like, all right, this is what I want, this is what I'm working towards, and pushing a lot of the negativity away and stuff like that, man. So I'm not one of the people that subscribe to, just thinking about stuff you manifesting and all these other things. I'm not completely on that train, but I feel like when you put positive energy out and you doing more positive in your life than you are bad and things like that you do start to attract more positive stuff and things like that. So. All right, so where are we starting at today? I know we slightly mentioned the Browns. We'll take a couple minutes just to say, again, 7-3 is fun. It's
great.
good. 2 road games in a row, 2 winnable games, but we'll see how it plays out. But I mean, everybody got, in Cleveland, we're not allowed to have nice things when it comes to football.
Gee, I am. I'm embracing it.
So we woke up on Wednesday morning at some point, right about a little bit before 9, we got the news that hit that, Deshaun is out for
The year.
for the rest of the season. That after he basically kind of played his best, at least half. I don't know about best game.
Yeah, it was the best half.
His best half, obviously, but things were starting to look pretty positive. We wouldn't have been nervous going into today's game had he not gotten hurt and been gone for the season. So, but it's like you said, that by the end of the week, the mindset started changing, just being like, all right, it is what it is. You got to go out there and play, man. So,
and it wasn't like he was playing lights out. We won won a lot of our games, most of them with him, but we also won some games with PJ Walker. So I'm like, we're not getting. He was literally one of the worst quarterbacks of the past 10 years. Like, not of this year. Statistically, of the past decade, there's nobody who's played worse than PJ Walker, and we won 2 games with him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we this team is not built on the back of a quarterback.
Right.
So I became less and less worried. The only thing that did worry me was that we were playing the Steelers, but then I felt like for the first time in a long time, our defense was better than theirs. So that didn't scare me because the Steelers defense scared me.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was making that start against the Steelers was a little scary. But I had a feeling that our defense was going to come out and play like what they hair on fire, and they did. So I personally believe like this is the hardest test that quarterback is going to have defensively for the rest of the year.
to the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, even there's no 2 pass rushers better than T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith. In the NFL.
Okay, so you said defensively. I just meant like as a whole, like as a team.
Yeah, but the thing is, our
but
defense
defensively-
against any of these offenses, I'm talking about any. I'm not talking about just the Broncos. You give me anybody, and I would either say our defense is neck and neck, like it's a pick 'em, or they're better than the other team's offense. I would pick our defense. I would pick Myles Garrett in that front and our corners against damn near everybody.
Yeah.
Against damn near everybody. Because I don't know if anybody has the combination of offensive line and skill players to combat us.
Right.
Like they might have a really good offensive line and mediocre skill players. Or you might be the Dolphins where you got amazing skill players, but good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck blocking everybody up front to get the ball to Tyreek Hill.
And shout out to Schwartz for
Yeah.
the schemes
Yeah.
and being aggressive, man.
So that's the thing, man. It's not one team in the league that terrifies me. Like, oh my God, if we play them, I don't think we can stop them. And so, I mean, you know, we got to play defense and run the ball. That's what travels, man. And we'll see what happens. We'll let chips fall where they may, man.
That's all you can do, man. That's
all you can
that's
do.
the one thing I like about football. Football is just that ultimate. It's like scheme and want and drive and things like that. And it's just like, so we got a good ass defense. Hey, you got to lean on that defense. And we've seen some teams win. I'm not putting us saying we the 2000 Ravens or that Tampa Bay team or nothing like that, but you've seen teams that's gone out and won some championships leaning on their defense and a mediocre at best quarterback and stuff like that. So I'm not saying it's impossible.
Yeah, it's
but
not impossible. It's not.
Miles is actually playing like the best defensive player in the league right now. So we'll see. And our secondary
It
is
is the best. if
it's
you ask
good.
me.
It really is. So we'll see.
Latoya got a bunch of questions in here, though.
I do take offense
What's
to Dev telling me that I'm a front runner,
No,
basically.
no, he's not a front runner. Brainstorm he's not impressed with nothing unless you score 35. He'll be like, I'll take it. Like, you got a game plan to beat the Steelers, man. You're not about to come out here and run up 30 on the Steelers. This is not gonna happen. Because they'll take your lunch money. If you think you're gonna drop back on them every play and dissect, it's the reason you can't do it. They're gonna get to you and create turnovers, man. I just think our coach, for first time in a long time, like decisively outcoached a very good coach.
Yeah.
He did it against the 49ers, and he's doing it consistently this year.
Brainstorm is like, y'all remember real quick, y'all remember Kings of Comedy?
Yeah.
The movie?
Yeah.
Brainstorm is like the boogie of football and sports.
Oh, the dude that was in the
Dude
crowd.
with the coat. He's like, "Come on, how you want the coat? You want the coat back?" He was like,
Because I'm gonna ask you. We gonna ask you a question, Latoya. Before we get to some, no. We answer our questions first before we get to the question. I want to talk to Brainstorm about related to sports. This is how we feel about them trading Josh Dobbs. We ain't gonna stay on this long. Under the circumstances, I do understand. It's like hindsight 2020. Should they have kept him? Maybe.
"Yeah,
I think under any circumstances, the quarterback would have looked terrible against the Ravens, finding out he had to start a half hour. So earlier in the year, the DTR had his first start against Baltimore in Week 4, and he found out he was
Last
starting
second.
at like 11:30 in the morning for a 1:00 game.
right,
I don't think there's a backup quarterback on earth that would have had a good game.
yeah."
So even getting traded on the Tuesday, you got 5 days to prepare for a game, not an hour and a half. So I don't think that would have looked good for anybody. And against the Steelers, in their groove in Week 11, this is about what you can expect from anybody that's not a top flight starting quarterback. Josh Dobbs today would have been throwing checkdowns and using his legs to get first downs. I think you saw today why they felt comfortable trading Josh Dobbs. Because I think in the end, DTR is going to end up being a better quarterback than Josh Dobbs. It's just my opinion. That's not a high bar.
Right, exactly.
But I just think given the circumstances, I think we would have been in a better position when PJ Walker had to start if we had Josh Dobbs. We'd have been. I was talking. I don't know if I talked about it. I definitely didn't talk about it this week. This is the difference. So people who don't know, who listen to this, PJ Walker is like a journeyman backup quarterback or whatever. It's not really good. We used to have this dude named Josh Dobbs who got traded to some other team, and he's doing real good. And you got DTR, like who's a rookie, whatever. Young dude, not really ready. And people was like, oh, why he wasn't playing them other games? Because we thought Deshaun was coming back. So DTR is there for the long haul, meaning PJ Walker is the chick. Like if you just want to hit for the night,
Here we go.
you call PJ Walker. Because PJ Walker, you're going to hit. You're going to be able to put your pants on. All right, cuz. I'll holler at you, sweetheart. Get your car and get to the crib. PJ is there for a game, maybe 2. Don't want to be in a long-term relationship.
Here for a good time, not for
Not
a
a long time, but you
Right.
fucking with DTR, you get, what are we? Like, so where's this going? If you going to play DTR, you got to play him for a long stretch. You got to give him the offense. You got to cater it around him. You got to build the game plan around him. That's the difference with the two. Some players are journeymen. You just throw them in there, go play. Try not to turn the ball over. Please, just get me through the night. I just need to bust one off. Just get me through. That's PJ Walker.
Right.
But we couldn't. DTR is not a short-term fix this early in his career. You got to marry DTR. Like, we have to commit ourselves to DTR because he's fragile. He's a baby pup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta commit yourself. So I think that was one of the other reasons why we played PJ Walker those games, is because he's a one-night stand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just come in, hit real quick, and get out. But now that we know we need somebody for the next 8 to 12 weeks, including the playoffs, all right. Here's my mama. My mama's name is Margaret. Here go my little nephew. Like, you can meet the whole family. Like, you got to take her to Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
Like, you got to date DTR. You know what I'm saying? And the Browns had to commit long-term and build a game plan around DTR.
That's a good answer. We let that one rock.
So-
we got. Because I know we got to get into some other stuff. Let's hit like one or two more. What's the? Because I'm in the YouTube. So
Yeah, she said, what we feel about Draymond getting suspended? He should have.
yeah, he should.
I'm choking niggas out like a dummy.
Come on, this ain't the MMA. What is we talking about out here?
I'm gonna need somebody to put Draymond in his place real quick.
And that's the problem with it. It's like Draymond reminds me of one of them people that almost just ain't never got his.
Yeah.
And so he's just uber annoying constantly. Because he just ain't never, he's one of the people that, you be like, oh, at some point he gonna catch this, and like he just never do.
Yeah.
It just never do. So that's who he reminds me of. It's like somebody just gotta, whatever.
I saw him arguing back and forth with Anthony Edwards, and he like fouled him hard or something.
Yeah. I saw
And
that too.
he like, Anthony Edwards said something to him, and Draymond like, what you gonna do about it? Which nigga, like, you ain't no bully. Punk.
He is on the court. He is on the court. He's a bully on the court when there's rules or parameters behind it.
Yeah.
Because there's that rumor of Tristan not liking his ass and Tristan seeing his ass at the party and straight up going to him and hitting that nigga.
Yeah,
I'm saying so. Like I said, so on the court when there's rules and parameters,
Now you
whatever.
a tough guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Tough guy.
Because he sucker punched homie. I don't care what y'all say. He sucker punched him last year. Now homie should have saw it coming.
Oh, you talking about Poole?
Yeah, he sucker punched him last year. But I mean, yeah, man.
That nigga Jordan Poole is terrible too.
Yeah.
He's just being exposed.
Yeah, like a lot of people are.
And aside from all that, yeah, we beat the Steelers and the Cavs playing the Nuggets right now. All that's cool. But when the smoke clears, it is Michigan week, baby.
It is.
It is. The
And I feel
team
better. I feel better.
North.
I feel better than
We're
I felt
going
last
to put
weekend.
50 on them. I know.
I
Hope you
feel
know that.
better than I felt last week going into this game. The offense is starting to hit their stride, and that team is starting to look like
They don't got the calls from the other team.
they started.
Like they don't have.
Because my man all of a sudden can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
JJ can't throw
All
right
of
now.
a sudden, you don't know which coverage they in, so you can't.
JJ can't throw right now, so I'm feeling. Look, it's gonna be. I'm not saying they're saying we going. I'm not saying that at all.
I am.
It's gonna be tough.
It's about to get ugly.
It's gonna be tough on Saturday.
It's
but,
scary hours. Shout out to Drake. It's
I got
scary
a
hours for
feeling
Michigan.
that this team is out to prove something. I still don't think Ohio State is a great team, especially compared to teams in the past. But I got a feeling.
But
I got a feeling they out to prove something.
How? In what ways?
I think in some ways defensively they lacking. They still lacking a quarterback though. I mean, and he's as long as he don't make mistakes, they're good.
Outside of C.J. Stroud, C.J. Stroud and maybe Justin Fields. Them the only two.
Yeah, I mean you could say that, but JT
Cardale
was still,
Jones ain't no better. JT wasn't
was
no
still
better
winning,
than
and you won a chip with
wasn't-
Cardale
that's what I'm saying.
playing though.
JT, that's what I'm saying. JT, Kyle McCord, they're the same player. They not. JT Barrett is not a good quarterback. Come on, man.
JT, and I'm not the biggest
Right,
JT
so
fit.
JT Barrett is a bag handler probably at Akron Airport right now.
Oh no! Whoa!
Terrible.
The nigga said Akron Cat.
Not even
Not even Hopkins.
That nigga at Youngstown International. Get JT Barrett ass up out of here. Cardell saw Cardell at the damn concession stand at the Glenville game the other day, man. Cardell ain't doing shit neither.
I mean, I feel you, man.
Cardell
Look,
about the same size as me.
Oh, he said.
I
will-
feel
again,
like outside of I think where we differ. I think outside of quarterback, I don't know if there's been a more talented Ohio State team I've ever seen outside of the team that won the championship back in 2002. Wide receiver wise, skill position wise, this is they got 4 NFL defensive linemen. They got 2 NFL linebackers. They got 2 NFL safeties. They got an NFL corner, probably 2 NFL corners. Would do the transfer from Mississippi State?
They got the best wide receiver in the game.
They got the best wide receiver and the second.
Ibuka's going to be very
Man, they
good
got
in the league,
so many dope skills. This is we're gonna look
You got
back
an
on this
NFL
team.
running back.
We're gonna look back on this team a couple years from now and be like, God damn, they had talent on that team.
we'll
That's
see.
just my personal opinion. But you're right, they do have Kyle McCord, so that's like the douse. But it's Craig Krenzel. This is how Ohio State wins, man. We never win when we got Justin Fields and C.J. Stroud. That's not when we win. We win when we got Craig Krenzel.
Somehow.
I think it's gonna get ugly. I think this is gonna get super ugly.
Well, if it do, I'll be very happy at about 2-3 o'clock on Saturday. So it'd be cool.
I'll be in Wisconsin watching it at my mom's crib. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, we going up there for
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
we'll be chilling and
What's up?
We're gonna check out the hotel, go to her spot, watch the game, then drive back to Cleveland.
that's what's up. Yeah. So we'll be obviously we'll talk about it on Sunday. We'll be talking about the outcome of the game. You get past this game on Saturday, you obviously the Big Ten championship is I ain't gonna say a foregone conclusion, but it's about as close as you can be to one in a sense.
Yeah. Who
And
will
then
we play if we?
Iowa is people are betting the under on all Iowa's games because they can't score. They have a good defense, but they can't score. So people are betting the under on their games and winning. And the under on their games is like 27 points.
Jesus Christ.
Which for a football game, the under for people who don't know is like when you combine the points of both teams, and people are betting the under on their games and
crazy,
winning.
man.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm feeling real froggish. I don't. People talking about everybody playing for number 2. Okay, all right. I can't wait. We should have beat Georgia last
They
year.
should have beat them last year. They should have beat them.
But whatever. Hey, shout out to C.J. Stroud, man.
Doing his
Oh, he
thing.
balling. He balling. Thankfully, breaking that OSU quarterback curse right now because he balling right now. Yeah. All right, we'll be starting that this week with the
Let's
meat and
start
potatoes
crazy.
and
Let's
stuff.
jump right off the porch.
Okay.
Yvonne Orji, right? Molly.
I hate that she has that last
name.
with her whole
persona.
Yeah.
Yvonne Orji, who happens to be Molly from Insecure. Mm-hmm. Let me. I'm gonna pull it up while we talking. She was on The Breakfast Club, right?
I thought it was somewhere else when they brought it up again, but it could have been.
I think it was Breakfast Club.
It could have
I think
been.
so.
And they asked her to clarify it again or something like that or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So if people, it was Issa's best friend from Insecure. She brought up on whatever interview it was that she is still a young lady who
She
is
has-
not.
She hasn't been deflowered.
She's not been deflowered. She's not had that hymen snapped just yet. Okay, that cherry popped. Okay. I just want to get you guys' thoughts. Okay, she's according to the internets and Google, she's 39 years old, close to almost 40.
I'll keep my thoughts to myself.
I don't. Who gonna tell her?
Well,
She-
you already. Yeah, go ahead.
She missed the bus, unless she about to go with a 22-year-old. Okay, and if she is, more power to her. By the time the fellas in your age group hit this age, man, we can still deliver. But like we was talking about pre-show, we can't drop 50 no more. We can maybe once a quarter. You understand what I'm saying? like once a quarter, like from January to April, we might have a 50-point game in us. You know what I'm saying? We give you another 50-point game.
Oh, like a work quarter,
Yeah. Then we give you 50 points in July. You know what I'm saying? But ma'am, you're about to get mediocre strokes for the rest of your life.
But for her, who's never had those strokes, it's probably gonna be. I mean, think about it. If you take somebody that's never seen basketball before to their first game, and say they go see Bron or whatever, and Bron put down what I say, Bron right now consistently, he's gonna give you 28, 4 and 4 on a consistent basis right now, whatever. But we know Bron at some point was able to was consistently could give you 30 plus with 8 and 8 all the time or whatever. Now he's giving you like 28, 4 and 4, and he's actually working hard for this 28, 4 and 4 right now. So
And that is.
but if you take somebody that's never been to a game before, they can be like, wow, that guy's
But
good.
don't let her fuck around and get Popeye Jones. See, that's the problem. You betting on the fact she's gonna get Brian. She might get Kevin Willis, nigga. She might get, at this point at 40, he giving you 2 points and 1.3 rebounds a game. You are getting commercial break peen at this point, ma'am.
You think she's gonna be disappointed?
Hell yeah.
I mean, like if you she's obviously part of the culture, so she hear people talk about stuff and what people's thoughts on sets is and things like that. So
I think she's lying.
you think she lying?
Yep.
Oh,
She been talking about her being a virgin for years. Obviously, I mean literally. But you don't think you think she already had a taste?
I think she's lying. Yep.
Because you just don't think somebody can get to that age and not.
I mean, you do have them once in a lifetime, motherfuckers, but I just don't. I'm not. I think she's lying. You mean to tell me you went all that time with nothing?
that's what she said.
See what you been doing?
Chilling.
Acting, telling jokes. She a comedian, telling jokes, all that.
So you mean to tell me, you know what? She got to be one strong individual. You know what? That ain't a person. That's a goddamn guy.
I mean,
or something.
remember Lolo
'Cause
Jones
there's
is like that
no
too?
way she ain't came across somebody she was feeling and just said, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this.
People can have strong convictions. People
No,
can have strong
I agree with
convictions.
you. I agree with you.
Lolo Jones is another one who I think is almost 40.
She lying too.
How old is Lolo Jones?
Lolo Jones, ain't she with Odell?
No. You think about her? No. The lady that ran track and then she did something else in the Olympics. Lolo Jones is another black.
By the
chick,
way,
too.
these are just jokes. No disrespect. If she is, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
you know
Lolo
what I'm saying?
Jones is about in her upper 30s too. Oh, she 41. Okay.
All I got to say is, I don't feel bad for her. I feel bad for the nigga that get it when he do.
Why?
That's gonna be some.
Here we go.
It's gonna be. It's going to be terrible. Can we be? Can we not? I've been giving basketball parodies and all this kind of nonsense. This is going to be a trash experience. Okay? Can we just be honest? Because the fact of the matter is, can we talk about the facts of the matter?
Yes.
You don't want to know nothing about what your girl did before you. But I swear to God, you better have some starts under your belt before we sign you, okay? Before you come to this team, I need you to have led a team in scoring, okay? I need a leader, okay?
Did you lead in receptions?
I need a league leader in receptions, okay? I need an all-star catcher. You understand me? I need an all-star catcher. Oh, I do not need you coming into this as a 39-year-old rookie. Remember that nigga that played for the Lakers a couple
That's
years
real.
ago? With the gray hair called
Oh,
up from,
he
I don't
had
need
the
that
one
nigga
game.
starting at the 2 for me, man.
You know what? That's a real. You know what? We on the same page, brother.
Oh, no.
That is a real. Have y'all? Well, I'm not gonna say.
In my bed with them off-brand knockoff strokes.
Bruh.
You too old for this shit to be hurting.
That is real talk.
You
I
like
don't want,
using your teeth? Get
Yeah.
out of my house.
You know what?
Get the fuck out of my house. You too old to be using your. I should not feel your molars on my meat.
Molars on meat.
I should not feel your molars. You're 40. Get your molars off my meat, man.
Yes.
You're 40 years
Let me make a
old.
note now because that's obviously
Molars
the name
on
of the
my meat.
episode. God damn. Let me make a note
What
now.
the fuck are you biting me, man?
You know, you're right.
You are 40 years old.
There should
Grow
be
up.
There should be no friction from your mouth on my
No.
meat at all.
Oh,
At all.
Lord.
Yeah, she got some. Well, you know what?
The arch terrible. Everything about this whole experience is
But hold
horrible.
on though. I wonder
Oh,
though.
God.
Maybe she just ain't had sex. Maybe she has done oral and stuff like that. Cause I'd be damned if you about to be my
According to
woman
her, according to
and
her,
ain't doing something.
according to her,
She ain't done nothing.
She ain't
Yo,
done nothing.
all right. So, can we take a second? Could we
Yeah.
actually applaud somebody that has the self-control to do something like that?
No,
even if
no, I can't. Grow up. Have y'all? Come on, man.
I'm trying to have a serious moment.
I'm being serious. Have y'all ever encountered somebody? Because okay, this is the thing. This is gonna be messed up. But I'm just talking about it. I'm not talking about it from a spiritual perspective. I understand where you're coming from, right? I do. In a self-control perspective, I get it. But have y'all ever encountered somebody that was like 22, 23, 24, and they were not active?
Horrible.
There's a lot of things going on. Sometimes, not all the time, but there's a lot of mental roadblocks that you deal with, and like once the time for action happens, you know what I mean. Once you get consent in 2023, it's go time.
Yeah, I agree.
And you going through these hurdles. You got to ask some real questions like why at this big of an age? And do you want to do? My question is this: maybe you do, and more power to you. Brainstorm if you do. Maybe you want to be responsible for carrying that, for being that.
How I get pulled into this?
I just,
I just want
shout out to her.
Yeah, I just wanted to applaud her for having the stamina and the strength to do it in today's day and age, where we complaining about molars on meat. You know what I'm saying? That she's standing firm. That she don't want to, she's waiting for marriage and her true love and all of that.
See, my question to her would be, have you done anything sexually?
She said no.
Nothing. So she ain't never sucked no. Okay, excuse me. She's never had oral sex.
Mm-hmm.
She's never,
no penetration, no nothing.
penetration, no nothing. She's never, J.O. the nigga before. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I cannot.
It's a lot of advances in toys these days. Hell, we've gave away a toy at one of our events before at Pod and R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which we'll have another one, so we got to talk about that. But
Yeah.
we've gave away a toy before at one of our events. It's like there are advances in the world these days where
So, do y'all know exactly what she waiting on?
marriage. She's waiting for her husband.
Okay. I mean, look, you can't knock that.
I also feel like that's almost a impossible type of situation because you're looking or you're waiting for your husband and you're like a super busy person. So it's going to make dating hard. It's going to make getting to know somebody hard. And you would think that if she's that, I guess, steady with her belief in light and sets and stuff like that she's going to be at least that steady in the men that she date too. So again, you got to date them. You got to meet them. You got to get to know them. All these things. I don't think we're going to hear about her meeting a guy and then 6 months later they married and stuff like that. So it's going to be a long time. I mean, if you're 40, it's going to be about 42, 43 before you get that little thing poked. It's going to be a long time.
Okay.
So it's
How old
just
is she again?
39, about
She'll
to
be
be 40.
40 on the second.
I can't see
Saturday.
a 40-year-old woman not ever having
That's
sex.
man,
what she
it
said, man. So some people in the chat saying, so men don't want virgins anymore. Men want experienced virgins. So men don't want a hoe, but you don't want a virgin either. We don't. I think the in my opinion, the antiquated. I want you to be untouched. I don't think that exists as much as it maybe used to. I don't know. A long time
I just
ago.
don't want a woman that's gonna go to the club or go out to eat or do something and get fucked that night and come home.
Yeah, that's all. That's all we care about.
I don't care about you.
care about what
being
you
in
did.
relationships with different niggas. You gonna have sex and be intimate with people you in relationships with. Even if you're not in a relationship and you know somebody you kicking with or whatever. I just don't want the
I don't
situation
care
where
about
you.
where you was at first.
Yeah.
I care about where you was at last, man.
Yeah, I don't care
There's a lot
about
of people
that.
that do though.
Huh?
There's a lot of dudes that do.
I don't.
They corny though.
They corny. Yeah, I want to be a man.
No, that cares about how much you've done in your past.
Man, I don't
and
give a shit
they
about what
corny
you
though.
do.
I mean, it's like it's just. I mean, I think we. And at some point, you start getting down to a conversation that's like
This the
been held 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times. But it's
Brainstorm.
like it's just we know you got a pass. The guys that care about every single thing you did in your whole past are corny. It's like it's just like Dave said, like we don't. You have to have some type of experience or something. We all got a pass.
I just don't want the one that goes to the club. Look, hey babe, I'm going out to the club and go one night stand with a nigga. I don't want that. Yeah. But the reality is this too, Dev. Hold on, real quick. You need to understand something. Believe half of what you see. How the saying go? Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trust me. Women done a lot of freaky shit that you don't know about. We don't know about. Period. So
real quick, Latoya got to be talking about Brittany Renner. Because she said, because men got mad at Brittany Griner when she said she been with 35 men. If Brittany Griner been with 35 men, then we got a whole other issue going on right here.
Them wasn't men.
But Brittany Renner, I mean, I don't know why men was so to me, that's like two and some change a year for somebody as active as her is not insane. That's not an insane number.
And we also got to sit there. I mean, I know
like people, 2 dudes per year for Brittany Renner is not crazy.
For her, no.
It's not crazy.
In her circle.
Yeah, that's not
in
crazy.
her circle, no, it's not. It's honestly not as crazy for regular people too. If people want to act like it's I know guys hate this and we want to say, well, we this and that. It's stop putting stuff on people that you don't expect of yourself.
Stop putting stuff on women that you don't want put on you.
So even if you say, I don't want nobody that's out for a one night stand or whatever, but it's like, yo, if I've had a one night stand in my past, now if I'm not doing it right now, okay, cool.
I know what you mean.
But if I've done it in my 20s or something like that, then it's like, hey, I can't be mad if you tell me, oh well, this happened to me before. Well, shit, I did it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I personally want to deal with somebody that just, as a woman, that consistently does that.
Yeah, consistently is crazy.
No.
Like you a woman that consistently just look to go out to find a nigga to fuck that night, and I can see somebody saying, okay, I
Women
feel some
got
type
needs
of way
too.
about, but
Women got needs too.
No, I feel it.
that's true.
Well, speaking of, go ahead.
It's just if this was a dude, I would tell him the same thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just you just late to the party at this point.
I mean, no, you 100% right with that.
You just late to the party. Yeah. Like it was popping at 8:00. Like all the wings gone. All we got left is Paul Masson. Like you just late to the party, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we was fucking 15 years ago. Okay, like you right. 40. Like it just naturally slows down.
If she gets somebody her age.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to. She's not. I'm not. The chances are against her. I'm not going to say she's not. The chances are against her that she's going to be having top tier sex.
Yeah.
Now, you might be top tier for you, and that's good for her.
Yeah, good
all
for
that
you.
matters is that she's happy. At the end of the day, all that matters is that she's happy.
I agree.
I mean, but
she's
she's still going to show up to set the next day walking right. It's the best way to put it. That's so harsh. That sounded weird. I take that back. That was so. That was so. That was so caveman-ish. I'm sorry.
Latoya said, I had a friend who married a virgin, and he gets so mad sexually. And I asked him, "What do you expect? You married a virgin?" Exactly. I don't know. I don't want to put personal business out to the world. I'm going to pound this drum because listen, I'm going to just say I know people. I'm not going to say it was me or anybody else. But it is a journey that I don't recommend.
Right.
Everything about it is a terrible experience. I'm just being honest. I know it sounds
to be
like,
with somebody at that point now. Yeah.
It's even they hit 27, 28, 24, 25. It sounds righteous. But then when you're what I'm told, one-on-one in the bedroom with them, it's like, what the fuck is this?
Bruh, okay, so we being real.
I mean, what the fuck is happening right now?
I mean, we here now.
Before we change the subject. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know about everybody else's preference in the bedroom as far as, but I dealt with somebody before that wasn't really experienced or active like that. And when they did, now you know how a woman get on top of you, to ride you. She was like she was just like
I hate
that
that
couch squeaking with them.
I hate that I'm sharing the couch.
Was crazy. And Brainstorm was moving along. That was one of the wildest visuals in history.
My fault, Bray.
Because Brainstorm was just moving along with the couch. And that couch is in. Wrinkle.
I brings the thunder. No, all I'm saying is
Oh my God.
the situation wasn't pleasant. It was just like I found myself looking at her like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, man.
It wasn't no grinding and no, it wasn't even no bounce to y'all know what I'm talking about.
Bout fool.
She wasn't about it. You know what I'm saying?
Real tears.
Oh man,
Real
my fault, Bray.
tears,
I didn't mean to
man.
do that. I'm sorry. I
I
apologize.
mean, real
hey,
tears right now, man.
I got to do a disclosure. I apologize for what just transpired on this
Shit, that was
couch in the
funny as
DMSC
hell.
studios.
Man, that nigga Brainstorm said. Nigga, that was hilarious. Oh man, but just ladies, just imagine he in there munching on your little the Taurus. He don't know what he doing. Have
Right.
no idea what he doing.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
But
Anyway.
it's a totally different conversation for people who are not in that position though. Like we know that I think both men and women, most experienced people are like, yo, I ain't got, especially at our age, I ain't got time to teach nobody nothing.
Yeah, no
So
tricks.
for her, I mean, it's gonna be a very understanding middle-aged man, I guess, that's gonna come in there that's gonna be like, all right, well, it is what it is at this point. So I don't know. So somebody mentioned Brittany Griner on those lines with Leslie Jones. So you brought her up pre-show. What did you say you saw about Leslie? Because I didn't see this thing with Leslie Jones. And for people who don't know, Leslie Jones is a comedian and funny lady.
Sorry, I just
funny
looking
and
at the
talented.
video. I'm sorry.
With her? Oh, it was so fucking funny,
I'm sorry,
man.
Brainstorm. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
But yeah, funny, talented actress, comedian, was on Saturday Night Live, been in movies and everything like that or whatever. But I guess you saw something deaf.
And I'm
recently
trying
this
to
week.
go through and find one I was trying not to be mean. Ain't no mountain high enough, boy. Ain't no valley low enough.
Here we go.
Whoo-wee. So Leslie Jones had the audacity, the unmitigated gall. Okay. The unmitigated gall to say that the male genitalia that she's encountered don't be working correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That she interacts with males and sexually they can't seem to get aroused enough to complete the act, and she said that we need to focus on making sure that our man parts work.
Okay.
Oh,
She's looking out for us. She's looking out for our health.
does anybody have the?
I'm not going there.
Does anybody have the ability to tell this woman the truth? Oh, ma'am. With all due respect, Brainstorm said, "What talented? Use the word talented.
Yeah, she's talented.
Funny.
She's funny.
Kind of charismatic.
Yeah.
Talented,
Charismatic.
charismatic,
And she's talented.
and talented. Very talented.
I'm done.
But in order to be stimulated,
You better be talented in some other areas.
yeah, we have to visually be turned on to the point that we work. So all the men you encounter ain't broken, ma'am. You're a bit facially challenged. No, look. She's a talented. Nobody ever talks about how Lamar Jackson looks, okay? All we talk about is whether or not he can run the read option. But if Lamar Jackson came on an interview and was like, for some reason, these women only want me for my money. You an ugly nigga, Lamar. That's kind of why. That's kind of why.
But you know what the problem is, though?
You're not Jalen Hurts, brother.
But you know what the problem is?
Won't nobody tell her she looked like Lamar Jackson.
But see, the problem.
Won't nobody tell her this.
The problem
Why
is
would we
though,
tell her?
people don't care about men's feelings in that
they
aspect.
don't.
So
They
you
don't.
could tell Lamar like, nigga, that's because you ugly, and ain't nobody gonna bat an eye. People
Ain't
like,
nobody gonna-
well, you're right, you're right.
I'm gonna stay at this conversation.
Hey, there used to be a
Black and
guy.
white, no shades of gray, nigga.
There used to be a guy to play for the Cavs back in the day called named
Tyrone Hill. Let's start pulling up ugly niggas all the time. Let's get this train rolling. Come on. Because somebody got to tell. We love you. You still in the family. You still in the family. You one of the most talented people in the world. You just look like Tyrone Hill.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So look, if this nigga right here, right? Let's talk to the people. Let's talk to the people. And if you're watching throughout the week, if you're listening throughout the week,
Just Google
at this
Tyrone
point,
Hill, basketball player.
Go to our YouTube page and go watch our video.
Did they used to call him the Crypt Keeper?
Yeah.
If this man came up to you,
Hey, how you doing?
hey, hey, Brainstorm, all these women I get with be dry. Nigga, it's because you look the way you look, sir.
Try sprinkling some hundreds on the bed. Maybe that'll work. Nigga, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's the.
Wear a Andre Miller mask or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you look like you.
I'm done.
We can't play the clip because it's from the Breakfast Club and they're dingus. But if y'all get a chance, just search Leslie Jones, men or Leslie Jones Breakfast Club on Twitter or
And she was aggressive too.
she was aggressive. She like these. Let's talk about this stuff. They need to make sure they dick work. It was. She said, "Man up the man I done dealt with, they dick don't work." Ding ding ding. I couldn't believe the force in which she was. You ever looked around the room? You ever been a nigga? We didn't have this convo.
Yes.
Before, and your niggas know you in the wrong, and you like, nigga, I don't know why the fuck she tripping, and all your niggas be like, I would have kicked you out too, nigga.
I probably do know.
And she was waiting for Envy and Charlamagne to like give her some like hell
That's the
yeah.
backup. Nah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I know it's coming off. I know it's coming off as mean. I mean, she's talented.
It's not mean.
She's talented. But I mean, look, we got to be honest about stuff. In the specter of what most people consider to be. Ooh, these Tyrone Hill pictures is rough.
Look at that one
This
picture.
nigga
God damn.
Tyrone Hill the kind of nigga stop you in your tracks.
Nigga, that's what just happened that very second. Both of us was like, God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's just. I mean, you mentioned Jalen Hurts. It's like, look, I've seen within the last week to 2 weeks, I've seen posts between IG and Twitter of people of these ladies fawning over Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Fawning. So it's like so even if people want to say we're being mean right now,
We're not.
life is mean and
Yeah.
the world is mean.
Life will tell you where you stand.
Yeah, at some point, yeah. And if everybody's parts is broken, ma'am,
You know what I'm saying? Then it's,
Ma'am.
at some point it's you, man.
at some point,
At some point, I got to tell you. and the clips on the comments underneath was crazy. That's why I wish I could play the clip.
Maybe by the time y'all hit the bedroom, the tequila and everything wore off.
Whew.
And the nigga was like, hold on.
Man, it's like Corey Holcomb said, you get to the room, the liquor wear off, she get out the bed, you like, did I just fuck the Tasmanian devil? Corey Holcomb the funniest nigga in the world. That's where I first saw it, because Corey Holcomb was going in. But he was doing it politely because he know her.
Yeah.
Oh, Leslie, man. I just wish Leslie Jones the best. But somebody need to talk to her, man.
Listen. It is what it is.
yeah, man. I don't know, man. We got to. I don't know. I ain't got no advice. None. No, I got no advice.
Ooh,
All right.
that nigga tried to smile on this one.
Do we want?
Take me
Y'all
away.
got to tune into our show. If y'all only listening through, y'all got to tune into the videos.
Yeah, y'all do, man.
Oh my God.
Oh boy, Tyrone Hill, a wild boy.
You know what? He probably was pulling. I ain't gonna say it.
Ain't no way this his son. That nigga must have married a supermodel. You hear
That
me?
can't be his son.
Nigga, he was
Let's say
made.
Tyrone Hill Jr. Nigga.
Nah, that's
Nigga, he was
that's adopted.
Bought that nigga.
Yeah, he adopted.
that nigga's adopted. That's not his
adopted.
baby. That is not his baby.
Yeah, he ain't the pappy.
Oh,
Because one thing's for certain, two things for
Yeah, he ain't
sure.
the pappy. No, that ain't his
Tyrone
son.
Hill Jr.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
too common. Hill
no.
was
Brainstorm is trying to say this is not Tyrone Hill's son.
Nigga, that got it should have 3 L's on Hill. That is not his son, nigga. That is not his son.
Hill.
That's Junior, nigga.
Hill.
That is not his baby.
Yeah, he ain't the pappy.
Tyrone, you are not the father.
He is not the father of this one.
If they are saying that you are contested,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it is not your baby.
You've been paying child. No, he been paying child support because he wanted people to think that was his goddamn
Right.
kid.
He paying
Where's
somebody
his-
off.
Where his bio, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got mom or dad or nothing.
Yeah, that's because they ain't his. That is not his baby.
Oh man.
Tyrone Hill Jr.
Who related articles? Nothing.
Yeah, that
Excuse
ain't
me.
him.
Okay.
That can't be him.
Who?
Not his
Shit.
children. That's
All
not
right,
his children.
biggest story of the goddamn week.
Yeah, biggest story of the week.
That's real quick. Biggest story of the goddamn week, obviously, is Diddy and the allegations brought forth on him by Cassie.
Guilty.
Me and You, right? Was her song? That's her hit. Me and You. It was a dope little song back in the day. It was a little bop back in the day. But allegations of, I mean, I'll be honest for a second, as I set it up, but serious allegations of basically rape and a lot of different other things. The things that she said that he forced her to do, between forcing drugs on her, forcing her to hook up with male prostitutes while he watched, and things like that, and assaulting her and things of that nature. I mean, there were other things that kind of was hitting the fan this week with I forgot she dated whatchamacallit for a while. What's his name? The rapper Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. Yeah.
And supposedly Diddy had his car blown up and things like that. So what are y'all thoughts on this, real quick? I hate really kind of hitting stories head on, but this was one that it was like a wildfire. It like hit like late Wednesday, I think it was, or was it late Thursday? Then it was like all day long. All you saw was people talking about Diddy. I've seen more posts about Diddy over that little 2 to 3 day span that I've seen, and I haven't Googled Diddy, which I really wish we had time to get to. How people who don't understand how the internet and all this shit works, that think that that's what's happening in the world. No, this shit is curated to your searches and your likes and all these things and all this other stupid shit. Because I've never Googled Diddy.
We was talking about that other one? Yeah.
Or barely Googled Diddy in my life.
I
And
haven't
he has been everywhere on my
Everywhere.
feed.
Everywhere.
I actually did a screenshot of the other day where like the first 4 posts on IG when I signed it was Diddy. Again, I don't even follow Diddy. But, so, I mean, what's your thoughts on it with just all the allegations
They put
and
it
how
in the
this all
chat.
worked out?
It was the fastest settlement I've ever seen for something that egregious. I just think it's some freaky shit to be going on in Hollywood, man.
Yep.
And I think he at the center of it.
Yep.
One of them people in the center.
I think I done seen two. Now you talk about being shown shit. I done seen so many interviews and videos and shit this past week, Diddy related, that it's too much smoke not to be fired. Like you got the one with Desi Banks. You seen that one with Desi Banks?
I ain't watching none of them, to be honest.
Man, I watched a bunch of them. It was one with Desi Banks.
Only one I already watched was the Jaguar.
And it was a bunch of clips. The one Desi Banks is in interview is doing a podcast. And he got a dope concept too. I would want to do that. They like play spades, but
That was
was
dope.
dope. But it was him.
I watched that. Yeah.
It was what's the dude's name that had that show for? He do all the impressions from Saturday Night Live. I can't remember his name. And he was
Godfrey?
Black dude, not
It's
Godfrey.
either Godfrey or the
Younger dude.
white
Dude, Stephen A. Smith.
white guy, black guy.
Black dude. Yeah, he do Stephen. He do a bunch of them. He do Jay. He had a TV show.
He had a show on Showtime.
Yeah.
Oh, it was called Almost Famous.
Yeah.
Or Rich Famous. Or
Yeah.
Fake Famous. Something like that.
But it was him.
I can't think of his name.
It was Desi Banks with him, Waka
I'll find
Flocka,
it.
and somebody else.
I'll find it real quick.
And Desi was like, he was like, I just got in the game. Like, tell me give me some tips and shit. And that nigga, the nigga who do the voiceovers and shit, the imitations was like, all I can tell you is stay away from the Take That man's house. Just stay away. Don't go to none of them parties.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah. And then Walker just started dying laughing. And he was like, he laughing because I'm telling the truth. Then it was the one video of him with Kevin Hart and Usher, which might be the funniest video ever.
I did see that one.
Kev, like, I'm here with Diddy and Usher, and Usher, Diddy, like, yeah, Usher been my homie since when we used to wake up. I mean, pause. He was 10 years old, and we used to be wrestling over the Frosted Flakes.
Yeah,
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Kevin
Hart was like, yo, what?
Kevin Hart was like,
what? Like
what the
what?
fuck you just say?
Yeah. Jay Farrell.
Jay Farrell,
Yes,
that's who it was. Yep.
It was called White Famous. That was actually a good show.
White Famous,
Only
yeah.
did one season. It was a good show. I hate to cancel that.
Let me see something. I'm about to see if I can find some of this shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got anything on right now?
You know what? Honestly, he just, how the saying go? Roosters is coming home to what?
Chicken's coming home to roost.
Yeah, chicken's coming home to roost. I just think I've heard things. Y'all have heard things too previously for years about Diddy and things he's been involved in and different situations. I just think it's one of them situations, man. Look, I've never seen, like Dev said, seen something settled so quickly. I think it was a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
It was a day and a half. Whatever it
To
was,
me,
it was a day and a half.
Yeah, to me, that spells guilty. That means take this money and shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it mean to me. So
you got 50 was talking about how the nigga asked him
take him shopping.
Like, let's go kick it. Like, take you shopping. I'll pay. 50 like, nigga, what? The fuck you mean? You gonna take me shopping, nigga? He said, I take my women shopping because I like to see how they look in the clothes I bought.
Exactly.
Like it's some wild. You got the thing with Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber did the same thing when moved into Diddy's house.
Yeah.
And Diddy talking to like a 15-year-old Justin Bieber, like, why you don't call me? And Bieber like, I just, sometimes my manager say. I said, what the fuck is going on?
I saw the wording on that video, but I didn't click on it. But I saw the wording on it.
I didn't hear it myself, but I was having this conversation with some coworkers, and they said that Diddy. Somebody said that they heard conversations through previous interviews where somebody was saying that Diddy was having like naked basketball games at his crib.
Come on, man.
Balls and all.
Come on, man. Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
go ahead. That's the Justin Bieber one?
Yeah, this is Bieber one. These niggas said balls and all.
I'm swear to God. I don't know what that nigga Diddy on, man. I don't know.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
What the fuck is happening? Yo, like,
he can't even look at him.
He can't even look him in the eye, man.
It's a reason for that.
Like, it's crazy, man. It was like him and Usher. It's all kind of wild shit.
I mean, this is one thing I will say. I agree with you in the fact that there's a lot of weird shit that goes on in Hollywood. I mean, I always remember I know you have to play that. I remember the Jamie Foxx I Might Need Security comedy show where he was just talking about just being in parties and it's just shit that goes on or whatever. Hollywood is a weird fucking place that we just don't know, don't understand, and ain't a part of. So it's something different. Mm-hmm. But go.
And I'm willing to bet that most of his parties came with NDAs.
Yeah.
Oh,
real talk.
This the Usher one.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and damn pause, but like that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10,
you know what's going on. Look at Usher.
His older
Usher
brother used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest guys in the world. And
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say?
Hey, one thing, a side note, Kevin Hart might be the funniest, like,
improv
conversation
and-
funny nigga.
Yeah.
He the funniest kick it funny nigga ever.
Did you
I was watching a compilation of him doing funny shit like that. He the funniest nigga ever, man.
On behalf of my brother Usher,
I feel bad for him.
I need to apologize for
You was the nigga wrestling over the front.
No.
That nigga Brainstorm was like this.
Nigga Brainstorm's in that bitch
nigga was like this.
They're
on the bed.
great.
Bouncing uncontrollably like the couch. Oh, shit. That nigga Usher ain't say shit, man.
He was just like,
I want to apologize for my brother Usher on the uncomfortableness of being in this interview.
He looked very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable, man.
God damn, did he? That nigga Kevin Hart said, I don't know what the fuck he just said.
Did he looking like a vulture in this motherfucker?
I think there's a lot of stuff that goes on in Hollywood that we're not privy to, and because there's a lot of people with a lot of money, and they're used to getting what they want when they want or whatever, and so let's take it like this. We talking about the whole little things about the Justin Bieber and the 50 Cent stuff or what. I didn't even think about that like this, but let's look at it in the microcosm or the big picture of how is the world these days with people who are. They might be gay or something like that, but they don't live their life because of what it's going to mean for them in their regular life or whatever. So you get somebody that could be like that has the money that he has, but has the persona and the stature that he has, that he knows that he can't be what he has to be or what he wants to be, then he probably going to be a motherfucker behind the scenes.
Here we go with another one.
Jazzy
I got to
Banks.
turn it up loud. So here y'all going to be loud. So hold on.
You know, what are some things that you feel like I should look out for? You know, coming into the game. Like you've been in the game for a long time, man.
Somebody's house for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Stay away from that. Stay away from the take that mansion. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, stay away from that. All right. Second, they're laughing because they know it's true.
Yeah, I'm new. So I don't know.
You know,
like the niggas know.
So I'll be honest. You know what this feels like? The whole Cosby shit started, even though people knew. The whole Cosby shit started because my man, the comic. Oh fuck, the black guy. I can't think of his name right now. Comic.
So I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
with the glasses.
Because he's been in movies and stuff. But he made an offhand joke one night or whatever on stage, and everybody's like, "What? And it's not." But it's like, but in circles, it had been known constantly, and then after that, that's when it blew up social media wise, and and that's when it just started. All of the dominoes started falling. So that's what this kind of reminds me of. But it's almost like people just kind of looking at Diddy like, "Oh yeah, well we already knew something like this or whatever." No,
it's just a lot, man. So clearly I feel like he did. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say he did it, but you know.
I mean, one of my things I thought about was the over the whole few days that everything happened was how easily people just start everything. Like I said, for me, it's just I haven't heard Diddy's name that much or seen this many posts about Diddy ever.
Yeah.
I saw interviews and stuff coming up from the past that I had never seen before, ever seen before. And I'm not sitting there saying that he did or didn't or whatever, because I'm one of the first people to sit there all the time when like you said, when it's smoke, there's fire. I'm one of the first people to say that. Trey Songz, I think that's a nasty motherfucker. That's probably did all that shit that people accusing him of, because there's a ton of it out there. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people that does that. For me, it was just the speed at which the shit just was like boom, 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 boom from basically Thursday night.
Somebody was like, I guess 2023 ain't nobody leaving shit in 2023. They gonna expose everything for the new year hit. This is crazy.
So like I said, I'm not once in here saying that he didn't do this or he did or anything like that. It was just so fast. And we also can't.
It's too much smoke, man.
Yeah.
It's too much smoke. Too many people.
We also can't be the person or the people who sit there and say, "Hey, pick the person who does the full exposing in a situation like this," because I will say the way with the ferocity that everything came out with the Cassie lawsuit, you would have liked to have seen it go through in a sense. I know it was a civil lawsuit, so not a criminal thing. Well, that's what I guess so. Yeah, civil instead of criminal. So it was all about money in a sense anyway. But at some point, you would like to see somebody have to
go to trial,
put all the shit on the table.
Yeah, we doing the same shit for Deshaun Watson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If you do that, then it goes away and you really don't know, and they can hide behind like I just paid it off to get it off. You know what I'm saying? To get it out of the public eye.
Same thing. So and it's not to say that Cassie had to be the one to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows how much he paid her or anything like that? But it's just I don't have a problem with her taking the money or settling anything like that. To be honest, I know we talked about it with my with the peoples that was in town, with my peoples in town. But it's just like it's. I got a problem with the ferocity of everybody else who was online all of a sudden throwing shit out, and they got all the jokes, and they got all of this, and they got all the even more accusations, or the people, the common people like us that got all these things to say about what Diddy this and we always know this or whatever. It's like, so it's just everybody should be disappointed too, in the sense, because we don't get any resolution to it. Like the piece sit there and be like, oh well, it was all about money anyway, so she got paid. But no, but y'all, that's with the ferocity that y'all came to defend her about this and how y'all know it's true and all this and all these other things or whatever. You should have kind of still had that same ferocity to be like, nah, we ain't getting no resolution. Not to be like, oh, I'm happy she got paid. Fuck that. Fuck that. Because if that's the case, then this is still a monster and an asshole that's out here on these streets.
Still doing
At least
this
R.
shit.
Kelly's ass is in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Russell Simmons won't come back. Russell Simmons won't come back to the country because he know his ass won't get arrested. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's not complete in that sense. That's my problem with it.
Yeah, that's all people care about though. At the end of the day, especially in times we
She
live
didn't.
in.
I mean, she won for getting money. All right, cool. Did anybody else win? Did the rest of the world win for whatever he might have done?
This is the crazy part. She ain't gonna be the last one. Trust me, it's gonna be a lot of shit coming. Trust me.
You heard about the one dude, Keefe D or whatever, the one we were talking about him and Ja Rule.
As far as Pac and all that other shit. Yeah.
No, he's talking about him and Ja Rule in a hotel room. Yes, it was wild, man. It's been a bunch of crazy ass stories.
See, I told, bro, it's gonna be
The
a
dude
lot of
Keefe D
stories
was
coming.
talking about him. He was in a hotel room. Him, Ja Rule, he went to he went to the sex store and Diddy was buying butt plugs.
Man, come on, man.
Oh my mama! I swear. And he went and it was Ja Rule and two girls, but I guess he bought a bunch of butt plugs though. And Ja Rule cousin, somebody tried to come to the room, tried to go in the room, and he wouldn't let him in there. They started tussling in the inside the presidential suite, and then Diddy and Ja Rule came out. Like Diddy had wrapped a towel around him, and Ja Rule just had like a towel over his meat, and they like, "What's going on?" And cousin,
Man, come on. Where is this story coming from, man?
I swear to God, man. I watched it earlier. I'm about to find it, man, so y'all can see it,
This is
man.
like unsolved mysteries in this motherfucker.
I can't.
That is horrible.
I can't get F. Keefe something. Let me see if it'll pull up that way. But yeah, man.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I have to find it.
You will
I'll
find
send it to y'all. But
yeah.
Diddy going to Diddy. This ain't the end. Diddy did all that shit.
Oh no, it's coming.
And it's gonna be more coming. Real. I mean, I know we what an hour.
Yeah, but just a little bit over. We good.
I wanted to touch on this. I know you would. Yeah, pause.
I just had to say that because it was just.
It was too much. Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, that was it.
Just make your point.
Yeah, just make the point. Angel Reese, man, she is call her the Bayou Barbie. She's the star of the LSU women's basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't been with the team for a little bit. Apparently, she doesn't have her grades right, and so she's not on the team.
And attitude is what I read too.
Yeah, and so people in the comments like, now all of a sudden y'all give a fuck about grades. She was out here this summer living her best life. She got an NIL deal, making millions. She ain't worried about no grades. Well, then you can't play.
Right. Yeah.
See, this is my issue. This is my issue. I don't mind sport. I love sports. I think it teaches a lot about responsibility, about teamwork, about selflessness. I'm dealing with it right now with an 8th grade kid who's never been on the team before. He got in trouble in class. So now the whole team got to run. He trying to be like, no, I'll just run. No, the whole team has to run.
Yep.
And you have to live with that you caused everybody to run on Monday for the first 15 minutes
because
of practice.
that same selfishness or whatever could cause the whole team to lose.
It causes the whole team to lose. So you're learning this lesson in life at 13 that's going to prepare you for the rest of your life. My decisions don't just affect me. It affects the other 12 players on my team.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I love sports. And I want sports for everybody. I think it could benefit every single race, sex, everything. But, ma'am, I know the accountability word, and we joke back and forth with this shit between the battle of the sexes type situation. But in sports, accountability is king or queen, whatever, depending on the sport you play and your gender. You are held to a standard. Now, there's ways around. You can get the little white girl to do your work. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
Dudes do it all the time. But when that report card come out, it better say C's are better or you can't play. That's the game.
Right.
And you don't get to not have your grades right just because you a woman. And you popular and you got an NIL. If Imani Bates can drop from a top 5 pick to damn near almost undrafted, you can too. This is what sports are. You have to be held accountable for your actions.
And let's be honest,
God
and
damn.
let's be honest, there are some people who, when you talk about some of the sports, it's on guy. If you want to make it male, female, or whatever, there are some men who may get more attention, but they're in sports, in that organizations that the amount of money they make.
But
no, I'm not saying you're wrong,
but there's no way around.
I'm just saying that you may have a longer leash sometimes.
I'm sure she
with
got
some
one
stuff.
too.
Oh yeah,
but
she definitely
you
has
got
one.
To make
Which
sure,
makes me think that she probably it ain't even just
giving a fuck about nothing.
Because she's one of the top
outside of Bronny James. She's the most famous college basketball player in the
absolutely.
country.
Bronny James, Caitlin Clark,
and her.
That's basketball. Bronny, Caitlin, her. The new chick in USC, the freshman.
And the chick from South Carolina.
South Carolina, she a beast.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving. That's what you call her.
And they on her right now because she did that behind the back move in the first game. Ain't nobody know her name until 2 weeks ago.
Exactly, me either.
So so basketball-wise, Bronny, like you said, Bronny and her and Caitlin. Those are the top 3.
I don't care who you got to pay. I don't care who you give your work to the little weirdo in the corner, but make sure your work is done. I don't care who you got to pay off. I don't care if you got to lie, cheat, steal. This is athletics, man.
Yeah.
This is athletics. And the problem with athletics is not about your feelings. It's not about how cool you are, how many followers you got. She didn't play a couple games. They got an All-American freshman who dropped 40.
They had transfers came in. And they had transfers that came in,
and they
too.
don't give a fuck if you come back and play or not, man.
Yep.
That's sports. That's what it is. What it's always going to be. Karis LeVert is not playing right now for the Cavs. That's going to give Imani Bates some playing time tonight. That's sports. And if he comes in and score 22 for the Cavs, somebody going to fuck around and lose playing time. That's sports. We can't start moving the bar of sports because we like Angel Reese and we think she cute and she good at basketball. That's not how this works, man. And it can't never work like that. And it's like people. And I get it. It's like people in the comments who are just fans of pop culture don't understand the grind of sports.
And they saw her in the Cardi B video.
Yeah, now they like, y'all just hating on her. No, nigga.
To me, what happened was that she had that run. She
had a hell of a summer.
And the reality is,
it said fuck school.
I feel like she's started feeling herself and was like,
she's making
LaMelo Ball.
Out of everybody that's making money off the NIL deals or whatever, she's in the top, male and female, out of everything.
She's the top.
She's either at the top or very close to the top
her and
5.
Caleb Williams.
And white girl that does the gymnastics,
and
Livy
LSU.
Dunn.
Yeah.
So she's like top 5 of earners NIL. That's why she didn't go pro. So she's like, oh, can't they go early or something like that? I said, yeah, but she said she wants to be in school or whatever. And it's like, but she don't need to. She's making money now.
Millions.
Now.
Yeah.
It's like
she had a hell of a summer. Think about a college athlete that was just all of a sudden in Cardi B's video and stuff like that, and she's dating somebody. She's been out the country. She on yachts and this and that. Like you said, it really do seem like she just like, oh, fuck school right now, and I'm gonna come out here and play. It's like,
and they like, you ain't never cared about guys. Y'all just not. The thing that annoys me the most with like,
guess what? Travion Henderson could do some dumb shit this week and not play on Saturday in Michigan.
Yeah, like new age people don't know their history, and that's the start of that shit that annoys me the most. Like they don't know LaMelo and Brandon Jennings and Lamar Odom and Reggie Bush and all these other motherfuckers who they said, no, I don't give a fuck how good you are. LaMelo, you played 2 games in Australian League. You can't go to college. Right. This is what they do. This is what happens in sports. This is not, they are not picking on this girl because she black and she hoop for LSU.
Right.
That is not what's happening. Please, please, please don't turn everything into being fake woke. That damn girl ain't on top of her game. The same way LaMelo wasn't on top of his game, and Brandon Jennings had to go play in Greece for a year before he got drafted, and Lamar Odom had to go to fucking Rhode Island even though he was the number 2 player in the country and fucked up on his grades, so they gave his scholarship away. This is what happens in sports. And they out here like they just hating on her. No, the fuck they not. She doing this dumb shit to herself.
Yeah, even go back to high school. Y'all
she gonna fuck around be Maurice Claret. She not the first motherfucker to do that shit away.
Yeah,
like she better chill out, man.
I mean, think about even high school. Then y'all had to take shit around to get y'all teachers to sign and say y'all grades and shit or whatever. And if it was fucked up, you couldn't fucking play. You could show up. You could put the tie on Friday for or game day or something like that or whatever. But your ass couldn't play.
And they like y'all about to do the same thing to her. Y'all did to Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah, I
Sha'Carri
saw
Richardson
somebody
did that to herself.
Yeah, anybody put the blunt
I'm
to
not
her
saying
mouth?
weed is the worst. I don't smoke. I'm not saying weed is the worst. But ma'am, you're about to go to the fucking Olympics. Stop smoking.
Yeah,
you did this to yourself.
Yeah.
I can't stand everybody still make the argument. It was still legal, but it ain't legal for the Olympics.
It's not legal for the
so
Olympics.
Stop it.
God
Jesus Christ, people. Yeah.
It's just. I don't know why. It's not really frustrating. They get frustrated and they go.
No,
out.
it's frustrating.
It roll off my shoulders after that, but it's just like, yo, I don't understand sports.
Yeah.
And y'all comment on this shit like they got a vendetta out for her for some damn reason.
Mm-hmm.
She just not taking this shit serious. Mm-hmm. And it's a science to it.
And it's human also.
Yeah.
If you were like, if you kind of, that's because the same people that's arguing about her probably don't even know that she didn't even start her career at LSU. You know what I'm saying? So she transferred in, I think from Maryland. She transferred into LSU or whatever. So it's like, and then you have this magical year where y'all won the national championship. A lot of that goes to Kim Mulkey too, who is a great coach. She's going to the,
and an amazing recruiter
if she's not already in the Hall of Fame, she's going to the Hall of Fame as a coach or whatever. She's at Baylor before this or whatever. It's like a lot of this is due to her too. That's why they had the transfers come in and the freshmen come in on this. We watch way too much sports. If we know,
to know all this shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's more to this shit than just she famous, cute, and being videos, and now they hating on her. No, that's not the case. Not even close.
And if that's the case, why is there nobody else in your team that's falling in the same trap?
Exactly.
You were the one that got all the headlines after winning the championship, and you was the one pointing at Caitlin Clark and doing the little ring thing and all that stuff, whatever, which is fine. Like, hey, and nobody arguing about that. Show emotion, all that stuff or whatever. But Caitlin playing. Yep. And Caitlin dropped 40 the other night.
Caitlin,
damn near. I mean, she damn sure dropped 40 plus the other night. And your ass is at home suspended. So what we talking about?
Oh God, it's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. But the moms was beefing online.
I saw that too. But Flau J, whatever her name is.
Yeah, Flau J,
whatever her name is. Yeah.
Yeah, the one girl, her dad was a rapper, whatever. Now she rap.
Yeah.
Flau J girl, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't know.
Flau Janae or whatever her name is.
But I just hope she get her life and her priorities in order.
And quick,
you know what I'm saying? Quickly, because
don't let it go off the rails.
Because I went through it. The not even in a crazy sense like that. I wasn't All-American, but I went through the draft process.
Right.
And I went through the NFL combine stuff. Then I went to the CFL, to the regional CFL combine up in Detroit. And I went to indoor football league. I could have signed with an indoor football league, but I didn't make the CFL the last cut. But after that, it's done. Like the moment, if you don't make it through like May, that's when you end up with the Arena League to play football over the summer in the Arena League. If you don't make it there after a senior year, it's done. Then go get a job.
Right.
It's over for you. You know what I'm saying? Like sports is very cutthroat. Very rarely you're gonna see somebody who comes out in a draft this year who lasts to the next draft class and they didn't get picked up by somebody the year before. Like usually it's over. So she needs to hurry up and get her shit together because you start to fall by the wayside.
Especially in the WNBA because they got first round draft picks they're cutting because they don't have enough teams and they don't make enough money technically to pay people. They're cutting first round draft picks. So and that NIL money ain't gonna last a lifetime. So let me ask y'all a question real quick because I this one thing I just saw. Hold on, let me pull it back up real quick. I will say this, just I know we're about to be wrapping up, but I've been reading Rich Paul's book this week. I actually would have probably finished it, but other stuff been going on this week. It's every so often you pick up something and you read it, and it's like it really like just keeps you in there or whatever. And his book is interesting. Not that it's like the resounding thing of a million things you didn't know. But what the interesting part about Rich Paul's book is that how much his life parallels people's lives, like even our lives or whatever, on whatever it may be, from level 1 to level 10 or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, because I know Carlisha asked me like, why? It's interesting only because, you know, he from here or something like that. And it's like, yeah, that's part of it. You know, when he's talking about stuff in the city, he's naming streets or the schools he went to. It's like, oh yeah, the school right up the street from me or something like that. Or seeing where he grew up. And it's like, oh, that's 3 minutes away from me in the car and shit like that. You know, I get it. But it's just like how much the struggle life mirrors so many people's life from the hood, where it's just like, again, just varying levels of it. Because yeah, I can't sit there and say I live like him, where okay, my mom is on drugs or something like that, and then my dad is kind of in the game, but not. But you know, but he gets so much knowledge from him and all these things and stuff like that. But just all the stuff that's going on around, it's just so many small parts of the book that to me just like hits home, like him talking about being out there over on 125th, stuff like that. Just like you can go 2 blocks up and you ain't safe on that block. And that don't resonate with a lot of people.
Yeah.
In a lot of different areas. The fact that, and I thought about little stuff like that, how that was East Cleveland.
Yeah.
I grew up in Savannah, but I can go up past Mayfair.
Yeah.
And it's a whole different thing up there. And if they don't know you, nigga, they don't know you. I could walk 5 blocks to the left down Shaw at some point in time. And if they don't know me, then nigga, they don't know me. What are you doing over there? I can go up to the lower part of the heights at some point, and if they don't know me, I could go over where you grew up at or whatever. It's just how hoods are so weird in that respect. But like I said, just the whole thing about how life in the hood is like a mirror no matter where you're from.
Yeah.
It's just varying degrees on it, no matter what. You know, if you in the hood, it's the same hood as if you in Compton. It's the same hood if you in Chicago. If it's the same hood if you in, no matter where you are, it's just your hood is just specific to your hood, though. And I'm finding
There's
that
different
really,
rules in certain hoods, but a lot of our experiences mirror each other.
Yeah. I'm finding that to be real, just like real interesting, just to read about, just going through the book and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I want to read it. I was watching a gang of his interviews. Like I was with some nights I was up all night watching different interviews. He's I can see how he's the #1 sports agent in the world or in America. Probably not the world. Probably somebody who's a soccer agent. Probably
or Scott Boras or something like that. Yeah.
But as far as American, he's at the top of the game, man. And I can see why. It's there's a connectability to Rich that is it's kind of universal, and I respect it. I watched damn near every interview he did leading up to the release of that book. Yeah, he was everywhere. He was on the Gil's Arena. He was on
I ain't seen that one.
Breakfast Club. He was on Shannon Sharp.
He has a 60 Minutes.
Yeah, he was there. He was everywhere, man. So yeah, I got to read that, man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth picking up and reading or whatever. Like I say, it's just one of those things where it's just, I think people, when you don't kind of grow up in those circumstances, and again, to all three of us to varying degrees have lived that life to varying degrees. But I think a lot of times people just don't get it, and they think everything is so simple. I mean, even the simple thing of him talking about Cleveland is Cleveland, and you didn't see anything beyond Cleveland. For us, especially, I equate that to being in East Cleveland, just being like, being older and even taking a band trip where it's like there were people even after I got out of school and were still working with the band and and stuff like that, and we would go out of town somewhere, and it was the first time people had been outside the city limits, let alone outside the state.
It's because Cleveland is I don't know if it's unique to this. I don't know if it's unique to. I don't know, but because everybody trying to be all exclusive. I just know in Cleveland you don't really have to leave Cleveland to get anything. Especially in the 90s, you didn't have to leave it to get nothing, from food to clothes to used cars. You just didn't have to leave Cleveland. Right. And a lot of people, I guess, don't have that specific experience. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of shopping centers, the amount of things, the amount of places you can go to get every single thing you needed was there. So I always talk about that trip I took to Penn Hills when I was 13, my AAU team. With my coach from Solon and my teammate, his son, and I saw Penn Hill. I saw like regular communities, like clean,
right?
Like McDonald's that were clean, and I'm like, oh shit, people live like this. clean lives, and it changed my life.
Yeah.
It changed my perspective on everything.
And you never really realize it until you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Until you just, for one, see it. But especially once you're gone, you don't realize how much more there is. And that's why. But that's why a part of me understands when people talk about how you got to leave Cleveland to get on or something like that, or to make it. And then it's also the part of me that feels like, no, you don't, because like you just said, you ain't got to go out of Cleveland to get anything or anything like that. And it's just like, and it ain't like Rich was like, oh, I had to go to L.A. to go do something like that. I mean, he was talking about moving to St. Louis with his family or something like that when he was younger, but he got everything here. Yeah. He learned everything he needed to learn here. Yeah. Life has a way of teaching you everything you need to survive, especially when you grow up in the hood and different areas like that.
That's why I like Cleveland, man, because Cleveland is, from like in Sam, in that experience for him, you can literally, it can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to treat Cleveland like, man, ain't shit to do here, you can do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you want to do something every goddamn night, you can do that. There are certain cities where you don't have a choice. You live in Atlanta, you don't really have a choice.
Yep.
You live in Albuquerque, you really ain't got shit to do. Ain't no sports teams, ain't no nothing. Mm. You live in New York City, you ain't got no choice. Mm. There's always some shit going on. Cleveland, you can either be in the midst of all the shit, or be like, this is the most boring place in America.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Because there's options.
There's options. And it's a unique city in that sense.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I think a lot of people that are from here that always claim to hate Cleveland, they really love it. They hate it, but or people in general, they really, really love
Cleveland don't give you nothing.
Oh, you earn it.
And people who don't want to work, it don't really give you a whole lot. Yeah. Like you go somewhere else and maybe you'll grind there, and might be more opportunities to do some shit other places. I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some opportunities to do some shit different places. Different areas.
Depending on what you're trying to get into.
Like if you're here and you involved in like education or healthcare, I mean, I'm being honest. Ain't too many places you're gonna be able to find that is gonna provide you more options than Cleveland. But if you're doing some other stuff, then maybe, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you're just not gonna be given nothing here. You're not gonna be given shit. You're not gonna be able to just stroll down. It's not gonna be a fucking black business owners convention hosting for people to come in and get resumes for jobs at the convention center in Cleveland. That's not how this shit works. Yeah. You got to get into somebody's company or a job or a school or a hospital or whatever and grind your ass up from the bottom. Yeah. That's what Cleveland is.
Yeah. And that's the problem. People don't want to grind. People look at the social media stuff and think everything gonna be instant in a lot of different places, and it ain't that. But yeah, it's really, really a good read, man. I mean, I got it from the library.
Check it out. What's the name of the book?
It's called shit. Now you about to put me.
I mean, well, Rich Paul. I mean,
he about to pull it up there.
What the fuck is it called? What is it called? Lucky Me.
Yeah,
Lucky Me.
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, like that's the Jay-Z title.
Is
too,
there
right?
an audio to that?
I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, I tell people all the time. I signed up on with Cuyahoga County Public Library. Mm-hmm. So you get your library card with them, but you also get access to their website, and you can do audiobooks through them. Now, this one I had it on hold on audiobooks, but it's just way backed up or whatever. But year before last was the year I was determined to read a bunch of books. I know some people said it didn't count, but I did a lot of audiobooks too.
Yeah.
And so it's just but they all free. So that's an easy way to get in a lot of books, just doing the audio version, and it's free with Cleveland with the Cuyahoga County Public Library system.
That's all I told you. I said the national media has no love for Cleveland. I like the fact that Cleveland is still not a. I don't ever want us to be Nashville. I don't want us to become a niche city. Mm-hmm. Just keep thinking there's nothing here. Just leave us alone.
Right. Right.
Just leave us the fuck alone.
Right.
It always freaks me out that people believe that, but we're only one of like a handful of cities that has we can support three major league sports teams.
Yeah.
3. Like that's
the only place you see that is in the large cities.
Chicago, New York, LA. Dallas, LA, Miami.
Right.
I mean, I say Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit's another one that's like that middle size.
But it's
Detroit
all
bigger than Cleveland.
Yeah, it's bigger, but all like Motown, all that kind of stuff. It's still a Detroit is looked at a little bit different than Cleveland, I think, nationally. People really think Cleveland is a corn. Yeah, people think Cleveland is a bunch of cornfields.
Right.
They don't get it. They don't understand.
It's amazing. Even when people come in now, like with the wedding.
Yeah, they be like, "Wow."
People came up for the wedding.
They don't
people,
get it.
People was like, "Yo, I ain't know Cleveland was like
Yeah.
this." Like it ain't.
I don't know what y'all niggas thought was going on up here.
And I'm telling people like, "Yo, yeah, it ain't New York." Remember, the homie Shannon was over there when y'all came. When he came to the crib.
He like, y'all ain't telling me about the flat.
Yeah, it ain't. It's not New York. It's not L.A. But it ain't. It ain't dead.
I remember when shout out to our brothers, the Knights out of Indy.
When they came through
I remember
first
they
time.
came through here and we went down to the flats and they was looking like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, let alone our studio. You get off on the highway right by the lake and everything.
Yeah.
Hell, you walk out the door, walk to the corner, you can see the goddamn lake.
Yeah.
Or where our studio's at.
It's crazy.
So
But it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, like
keep
you said,
on.
Keep on staying away.
Yep.
Keep on getting your Diddy on.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We go. Oh God. All right, y'all, we gonna wrap this show up. Again, next Sunday.
Take that.
Next Sunday and the following Sunday is gonna be early. 1 o'clock shows. The Browns are at 4 o'clock the next 2 weekends. So 1 o'clock shows. So next Sunday, I hope to be happy as hell because Ohio State has whooped Michigan's. I'm sorry. That team up north's ass.
Yep.
Hey, happy birthday, Playboy.
Happy birthday to Playboy.
I appreciate it, man.
With your old ass.
Yeah, man. Brother getting old, man.
What Kevin Hart do? Damn. Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, man. How you feel getting older, man? Like real talk. Everybody asks that question. It sounds stupid, but
I feel great, man. I embrace getting older, man. At the same time, I'm only gonna be 43, so
yeah.
You know, it ain't like I'm super old, but you know, I feel like everything I've been through in these 43 years has taught me a lot. So I feel like I have to this point, wisdom and knowledge and how to be and how to handle certain situations and things, and just looking forward to the next trip around the sun, man.
Yeah. Well,
thank you guys for that.
I'm right behind you because in 3 months, mine to be here too. So I'm right behind you. So.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we don't say this enough. When you get a chance, man, go to our YouTube, like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're on the book. If you're anywhere where you listen to this, man, share it.
Yep. Especially because the people that really hang out with us right now and really listen to us every single week, like y'all been here for a long time. Tell somebody about us again at this point. I mean, y'all might not even do it anymore because y'all just take it for granted that we're going to be here every single week and do these shows, which we are. You know, but go ahead and tell somebody else about it. You know, send that little link to somebody. Say, hey, this episode was funny. I was cracking up laughing. Go ahead and send it to somebody. You know, that goes a long way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, Playboy, give them all your shits.
All right, man. At the end of the day, it's Playboy the DJ, Playboy DADJ. You can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3. You can find me on Facebook under my government. If you know me, then you know me.
They know you.
And you can find me on any DMST Boy platforms, man. Like my father used to say, man, be yourself before you be by yourself, man. Can't wait till tomorrow, man. 43. I'm just happy, man. I'm in a good space. It's been a minute, but I'm in a good space. You know, so thank y'all. Appreciate y'all support. 43 tomorrow, man. Can't wait till next week's show. I love the last 2 shows we done, man. Let's keep it going, man.
All right, Dev, give them all your shits.
Listen, it's Big Dev, and my pop said it, but the Browns showed it today.
Sir.
Do what needs to be done.
When it needs to be done.
When it needs to be done, whether you like it or not.
Yes, sir.
And like you used to always say, you know what you do when that happens? You get a reputation for getting things done.
Yep.
And each week, the Browns getting reputations for finishing off these bums.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
Hey, fuck the Steelers.
Fuck the Steelers.
Right.
Fuck that team up north.
Right.
All of that. All of. You know,
Let's go.
I'll let you hit it.
The real Big Dev 216 everywhere.
Everywhere, and especially Ohio, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie BJ because I gotta call him because I haven't talked to him in a minute, but you know his one homie from the Grime Lords podcast. You know I told y'all he be in the he said DM us on IG all the time after Michigan after that team up north that won like the last 2 years or whatever, and I shot him a message that last weekend what like, yeah, what's up with your team or whatever.
The run's over.
But
damn, my bad.
but he gone. he gonna have something to say this weekend. I know he's gonna message at some point this weekend, and I'm calm and I'm quiet, but people just don't understand how sports is in the Midwest and in a state like Ohio when it comes to football, man. It's different, man. And so like people are like, well, why would y'all root for a team that you didn't go to that school or whatever? Because you grew up rooting for that team, man. That's what happened in my house. So
that's a crazy question.
Oh, people ask that all the time.
Really?
Oh yeah, people say that all the time. I hate people that be all on this team because you didn't go to school.
Are they from here? Or are they from somewhere else?
I think that's like a big college question. Period. Like even in states like Alabama and stuff, like you didn't go to that team. You ain't go to that school.
But that's the weird. Maybe because when I lived in Atlanta, everybody. I don't know. I've never had that because I feel like the pro team belongs to the city and the college belongs to the state.
Yeah.
Like if you ever been to Georgia.
Oh,
go
Georgia
Dogs!
Football?
Like that's all they
Oh, yeah.
scream. Like,
Yeah.
of course, everybody down here is a Georgia
And Alabama
fan.
is split. I've been in Alabama,
Alabama
Thanksgiving week for Alabama and Auburn, where I've been in a house where they are split in that house,
That's
and
crazy.
then one of them went to Alabama or Auburn.
It's called, the name of the school is Ohio State. It's our fucking school.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't gotta go there.
I'm just saying what people say, but
Man, them people can kick rocks.
it's different. It's different, and this is a huge week in Ohio. The '90s. I'm telling you, in the '90s.
We started this off with Steelers week and ended it
Well,
with
yeah.
the team up
Yeah.
north. As far as football, this don't get no
don't get no
better.
better.
Look,
Yeah.
man.
None.
Look,
None.
man. Muck Michigan, okay?
Yes.
And then we bookended with playing the Broncos.
Yeah.
And get that win too.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Let's shake off some demons in the next 8 days.
Come on, man. Come on, yeah, man. The '90s, we grew up watching Ohio State Michigan game every single time on that Sunday, on that Saturday in late November. We was always sitting there watching that game. It's been a hell of a run, whooping their ass for the bulk of the last 20 years. And I know they've got us 2 in a row, but it's time to end that shit this Saturday. So it's time to end that shit.
That W.
So we'll be tuned in on Saturday. Then obviously again 1:00 next Sunday. Tune in. So it may be clouded. No, I'm sorry. Email us.
We got another 3-peat weekend.
Are the Cavs up?
Your brother said won, not winning, won.
They already won?
Hell yeah, Cavs with no Donovan Mitchell and no Karis LeVert.
Y'all lying.
Another sweep of the weekend, baby.
Y'all lying out here.
Another weekend
sweep.
They won, huh?
That nigga Darius had 26. Evan, okay. Craig Porter had 21.
Oh shit! Turn up out here. Woo! I'm about to get my haircut. Playboy about to give me the best fade ever. You know what I'm saying?
A sweep for the weekend.
Tell me about that, man.
Oh shit! Yeah, they won 121 to 109.
Come on, man.
Hell yeah.
Come on, man. Hopefully they turn to the corner too, man. They got Philly on Tuesday and they got Miami on Wednesday. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
Nuggets.
All right, man. It may be cloudy today, but not right now.
Not right now,
not
nigga.
Right now. But the sun will come out tomorrow, and as long as you are here under the sun, live your life to the best of your motherfucking ability. I am DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media in this beautiful state of Ohio, in this beautiful city of Cleveland. I am DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media. That is DJ Brainstorm, the number 4, the letter
U.
Better
No, that
get
was
the
a goddamn safety.
That's all.